Got to chop down some arrows. We're doing it outside because this is kind of messy, and we don't do it enough to constitute setting it up on a bench permanently and, you know, hooking a vacuum to it and all that stuff. Got a young man. My oldest boy has upped his draw length and upped his poundage because they grow like weeds. So we've got some Easton, some 340 or 340, some 400 spine arrows here for him. I've gone ahead and measured and left a little extra because it seems like he grows every month. So we're going to be chopping him off about there. I was going to say, I thought he was about 28.5 inch. So we're going to go, just for the sake of rounding off here, I want to leave them a little bit long. Man, these kids grow like weeds and constantly buying new arrows. So we're going to go 29 inches here. This sucker's locked down pretty good. It's just an arrow saw we picked up used. I've got a good deal on it from a guy who was selling it at the bow shop. And so here we go. So all I'm doing at this point is just using this squaring tool here. It's made by G5. They call it the ASD Flip. It's a tool we use to square up the end of the arrow shaft to make sure your insert's going to fit in there nice and square and as true as possible. This tool is kind of unique because typically when you fletch your arrow shafts, you can't square up the nock end, or if you buy arrow shafts that are pre-fletched like these, this tool allows you that ability, you know, to do that, to come in here. You know, we could take the nock off, come in with the fletch side, and if you're running a longer fletching, you know, you could run the tool in this direction because you can take the sandpaper head and flip it on the other side. So in case you're interested in these things are usually on backward. I bought mine quite a while ago, but I think when I went to get some other sanding discs for it, it was a little difficult at that moment. In the past, I've used some insert iron by boning, and this stuff works pretty good, but it takes about 72 hours to cure. So we're going to skip that. It's good stuff though, don't get me wrong. And we're going to try out the Cool Flex because who doesn't like being cool? It's a low hot melt adhesive, ideal for carbon shafts. Instructions tell us to clean the shaft, heat up the insert for 15 seconds all over the insert shaft, and slide her in, and that's it. And this gives you the ability to broadhead tune, if you will. If you're a guy who likes to line up your broadheads with your vanes, or you're having some issue there and you want to do some tweaking, you're able to do that because according to this, you can submerge it in hot tap water, as hot as your tap water goes, and for 15 seconds, and then it allows you to turn the insert. So if that's something you fancy, then, well, this is your stuff, I guess. To aid us in the process, I've got a custom-made gear wrench insert holder. You guys didn't even know Gear Wrench made these. Well, it's because they don't. This is just a pocket screwdriver, so a mechanic's pocket screwdriver. I just pulled the blade out, ran an 832 tap down the middle, had some of these 832 2-inch machine screws, just cut the head off one, and then just screwed the shaft in here, put a nut on it, double nutted it there, not super tight though, and that allows us to put the insert there so we can hold it in front of our flame, put the heat melt all over it, and get after it. So let's give this a go. Got the micro torch here and let's see if we can do this. So this puts us way out here at the end of the flame. We'll get her nice and toasty. Oh, it's slippery. Okay, so we've got a good coating on there. We'll insert it into the shaft. We'll twirl it around as they wanted us to. One full turn, they said. And that should cure. They tell us to put it in cold water or run it under cold water if we want it to cure immediately. So we'll unscrew that. And then we're supposed to have a paper towel, but we don't. So we're gonna use our pants because we don't want to burn our fingers. Wipe off the excess. and then we'll get a paper towel, and then that's it. Now we just need to repeat the process a few more times and we'll be all done. Well, that was fairly painless. Went pretty smooth. We're just going to screw in some field points here. And he's ready to go until he grows again. The nice part is usually we can hand his arrows down to his brother or sister, but they're all starting to catch up with each other as far as height. So that's pretty well that, folks. Nothing super fancy on this video. I do have a set of bear shafts here that I need to fletch for my own use. Like I say, these are for our oldest boy. He'll get out and get shooting these. Of course, they are longer. They're a stiffer spine because he's getting a little taller and his draw length's longer, and his poundage went up. So we had to jump up to a 400 spine arrow. We'll have to retune his bow, help him get set up with that. We'll paper tune it, and then we'll, probably do some walk back or strip some fletching here, maybe do a bear shaft tune, and get him so it shoots broadheads as well as it shoots field points within his abilities and limitations. So, which can sometimes be a challenge as a archer, is going up through the ranks and learning, proper form and things that can affect arrow flight, everything from your release hand to your grip hand to a poorly tuned bow. So there's a lot of variables, far more than I know, and I'm no professional by any means when it comes to archery or any of this stuff, but we'll fake it till we make it, and that's what we're gonna do. Make your way into that comment section, the comments, the concerns while you're down there. Subscribe, ring the bell, and that's it, folks. We'll see you on the next one.